Standing 6'11", number 22, Miles Plumlee. Starting in small forward, at 6'6", number 17, PJ Tucker. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 14, Gerald Green. A 6'1" guard from Kentucky, number 2, Eric Bledsoe. At the point, at 5'9", number 3, Isaiah Thomas. The head coach of your home team is Jeff Hornacek.
The Jazz are away from home as they take on their Western Conference rival in today's game. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Happy to have you along for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'll play this one here in Phoenix before the Suns head back out on the road. They've struggled game after game to secure wins. It's been a tough haul, but they've had to feel like this game provides.
Do I have to go? What?
6 seconds left in the first quarter. So on the floor for Utah. Exum is out there with Hayward. Then there's Trevor Booker. Then there's Steve Novak. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
And this team has done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they've built this lead. They've been very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls as soon as they've hit the iron. They've been chasing them down. That's been a solid effort by them.
And the captain subbed in for Utah. Oh, it's nice to see him get another go at this. Impressed so much in his first go-around with the team. They offered him another 10-day contract.
Well, I thought he definitely showed he wasn't overwhelmed, but with his second one, he'll need to show them something more in hopes that he'll be able to be signed for the rest of the season.
And for the Suns, they've got Dragic, Alex Len out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ennis, and it's Warren in at the 3. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Utah, Charles, he's in at center. Hayward out there with Exum. Then there's Trevor Booker. And it's Novak in at the 3, the small forward. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, the Suns are the talk of the Valley, but that's not all that's going on in Phoenix. USA Basketball is building a huge new $350 million training facility here. The over 10-acre site is scheduled to open in the fall of 2015. And guys, the Suns hoping those superstar players warm up to Phoenix in their time here.
And that couldn't hurt in free agency. Thanks, Doris. Len's shot is off. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers.
Well, they hung in there for a long time in that game, just giving themselves a chance to win at the end. But when it mattered the most, they stumbled.
Yeah, and those are the hardest losses to stomach, guys. I mean, when you play well throughout the game and then get derailed by a few missed opportunities down the stretch, that's painful.
Suns trail by 9.
Well, it wasn't too long ago that the Suns were selling first-round picks. Now the complete opposite. This team's stacking up draft picks.
I'm staying on this team. I'm going to become a starter.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And Utah making a change here.
Well, it's always good to look at some of the backstory here on the numbers. Here are the stats.
21. Oh, 22.
It's right around 21 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his identity, Steve, among other contributions, obviously. But the ability to make plays that put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal.
Yeah. And the push for new talent in Phoenix really seen from top to bottom. New GM, first time coach, Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah, and they did an outstanding job. They're pushing to create a very positive culture. They're really giving everybody an opportunity to show what they can do. Thus far, the results very impressive.
For some reason, my career gameplay didn't.
Outside Thomas, trying to get back on track. The shot is off.
Gonna show
and Utah the other way now. Come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, you hate to say it, but they showed a lack of heart at the defensive end in losing that game. Just no effort.
You know, I know the fans don't want to hear it, but you're exactly right. There was no energy, no assertiveness, no aggressiveness. The defense was just lifeless. It's not a night that they're going to look back on fondly.
Bledsoe dishes to Plumlee. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, just 4 to shoot. And here's Green outside, and he gets the bucket. Green's got 5.
Man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Jazz leading by 10. Burke kicks to Burks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The tray. Rebound by the Suns. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Green inside the three-point line, and he nails the jumper. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And the Jazz with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Gerald Green, hot and cold throughout his career, drafted 17th back in 2005. Steve, the 2007 dunk contest champ, we were there to see that. Then out of the league for over 2 seasons.
Well, Kevin, he was even waived by his teams in Russia and China. So you think about how much he's improved.
I'm on the run.
He's always had the talent to play in this league. I think, you know, had to figure out his niche and understand how to limit his mistakes. But last year, a terrific campaign for him.
There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Burks, the pass to Charles. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas with the steal.
That little guy, Isaiah Thomas. For real. That's unacceptable.
Shoots from the elbow. That one a little long.
All right, let's
the
get
defense
that back
better not
up.
make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Hayward. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he's got 8 points and 2 steals.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Jazz.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Yeah.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great...
That's the way to work on D.
What?
Hits them both.
Was I just playing in 3rd person or something?
Here's Bledsoe. 29 points.
Get back in.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Jazz as they end.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. Well, our on-the-ball defense was pretty solid in the first half. We cut a lot of their possessions short by coming up with steals before they had a chance.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Here's Thomas.
Better not put me in that 14 seconds to play.
Green is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Thomas in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Thank you. More time.
Suns will retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
I think it would have been a tough catch for either of us.
Oh, got that though.
And Tucker kicks to Thomas. Feeds to Plumlee. And that one's good. Plumlee's got his second bucket of the night.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Burke kicks to Hayward. To the paint. Here's Kanter. Soft touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 13.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And Thomas, here we go. Outside Green.
Oh yeah, look at that 3 seconds right there.
Shoots from the line.
Do not press
Tries
triangle.
again. And count it, the shot is good.
I do not press triangle though.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Phoenix making some changes. Morris comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Warren subbed in for Green. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Utah. Exum comes in for Burke. Hayward kicks to Burks. Burks off a pick from Charles. A shot by Hayward, wide open. It's good from long range. Hayward's got the lead up to 13 now for Utah. The Suns have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Outside Thomas. Here's Morris. That's good.
Marcus Morris.
Jazz leading by 11. Well, the Morris twins, Markieff and Marcus, drafted back-to-back with the last 2 picks of the lottery back in 2011 out of the University of Kansas. Steve, 13th and 14th overall.
Well, like a lot of twins, Kevin, they are extremely close. They live together. They even have the same tattoos. They were both thrilled when they were reunited with the Suns, and it showed on the court. They both played very well.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Thomas kicks to Plumlee.
Nope.
Bledsoe left side.
Yeah, that's it.
To the middle. Here's Morris. Plumlee, no luck.
Yeah. A real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Blocking everything.
Exum with it. Thomas is there.
Yeah, that's my shot.
Right at the free throw line. And
My
Utah
shot.
again with the bucket.
And Marcus Morris, originally drafted by the Rockets, his brother Markieff constantly petitions to trade for him. The Suns acquired him at the deadline back in 2013, and since they've been reunited, the Twins have taken their play to another level.
Phoenix making some changes. Lenz checked in.
Wow, I'm not in.
Suns trail by 21. Taking a look at the Jazz. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Enes Kanter is out there with Hayward. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, the Suns had the first twin teammates in NBA history back in 1976 with Tom and Dick Van Arsdale. Of course, we've seen the Collins twins, the Lopez twins out of Stanford. But the Morris twins, the first ever to start an NBA game together. So they have made history.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. And Utah also making a switch. The captain's checked in for Kevin. Utah leading by 19 points. Here's Burke.
Oh, man.
Pass to Hayward.
Oh.
Here's the captain.
Give me that.
Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Green against Hayward. Outside for Thomas. Here's Plumlee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Miles Plumlee, Steve, buried on the bench in his rookie season with Indiana. But the Suns saw something in him, and they would not sign off on the Luis Scola trade without Plumlee coming back.
What the heck was that?
Look it up. It's called basketball.
What?
Oh, and it has a...
55 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Well, what we saw here tonight is, one team just had everything going for it and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the Jazz.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Well, they've really taken control of the season series with this win. They'll be up 2-0 and only one more game between them.
And believe me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And what a huge